I guess this means I'm back. If it didn't, then it wouldn't mean that I was back. So there you go. I'm here, I'm weird, get used to it. It says that I'm here. There I am. Totally, eh? Now I gotta share it, eh? Totally gotta share it. And let's go ahead and go back to the tuber. Going back to the tuber so I can see. Oh, look. Still no internet. I got direct drive on my computers here. They're linked up directly via a wire. So I'm totally there, eh? Totally. Well, I guess I better just go to my original post and post a link. There it is, eh? There we go. There we go. And then let me just post the link. Paste it and post it. And there we go. And there it is. Well, I'm back. I'm back, baby. I can't seem to pull up the show on my monitor phone, so I am gonna go back, baby, and go live. So there's that. I've got my monitors up here so I see everything everywhere. And let's close that so I can open up the comment board for some new comments, dude. Pardon my sneeze. Well, those technical difficulty things, they happen. And I am going to give it a few minutes for people to catch up with what's going on here. I'm going to assume that somebody's going to come back and watch the show. So, cheers. Good morning. I don't know why I can't get this thing here to boot up. Hey, alright, there it is. I like to keep this phone on the show so that I can actually keep up with the live comments, because, you know, I don't like to watch myself. I'm not into that, but I do like to keep up with the comments so that I don't miss anybody. I hate it when somebody's there leaving comments and I don't see the comments. Sometimes they just don't boot up. I'll give it a boot. Okay, so it is Old Time Radio Wednesday today. We started the day with some Philip Marlowe. Philip Marlowe, that's a great show. Yeah, she had ruby lips. Yeah, ruby lips, like the bottoms of a tomato. She was hot, like a teapot bubbling over. Pardon me. Pardon me. I really dig the detective noir stuff, you know. That's just great stuff. Philip Marlowe. What's his face? From the Maltese Falcon. Just some great stuff. Not Bogart, but the detective, right? Yeah, that's some good stuff, baby. So today, the old-time radio show of the week is Sherlock Holmes. So at some point, if everything is working good, we're going to play us some Sherlock Holmes. And I'm going to play it directly from my channel because I was able to boot it up onto my channel last night to get the test to make sure that I was going to be able to play it today. I didn't move it from this computer to that computer. I'm having trouble right now with hard drive space. What I need is about a 4 to 8 terabyte hard drive, external hard drive that I can just USB into my computer and organize my channel onto one giant hard drive and free up these other little hard drives to help the two computers have more memory. But I just need one giant hard drive to put all of my channel on, because I have about 2 or 3 terabytes worth of channel related stuff, and it's a lot of stuff. Some of the files are just too big. I can't even put one file onto a disk and just burn it and then just delete it. I don't like to do that. I like to have things saved in 2 places. And right now I can't do that because I don't have enough memory. I'm not talking about my channel. My channel I just want saved in one spot, one big giant hard drive, everything there. And then the family personal computer stuff I would like to have saved in 2 places. Family photos, family videos here, and then have it again duplicated over here, just to be safe. Everything that's on my channel is backed up on my channel, so I don't have to worry about that. Totally. Nonetheless, what's up with that phrase, nonetheless? Somebody please explain that to me. Google nonetheless and see, is that one word? And see what they come up with, right? Nonetheless. There you go. So let's see. The album of the day. Pardon my burp. My music book here. The album of the day, and ask me how many of these I have. The Two of Us, Sonny and Cher. And there's the 3 of them on the back. It's a great double album. It's got a lot of great songs. I Got You Babe, The Beat Goes On, Just Stand By Me. There's a lot of great stuff on. You know what? They were the shit back then. They were like Beyonce and Jay-Z. They were a power couple. They were the power couple. They had so many albums. They had their own TV show. They were in movies. They were in television. They were everywhere. Sonny and Cher was huge. I remember as a little kid, right, my parents really being into watching Sonny and Cher because it was a variety show, and they had all kinds of special guests every week. And in fact, let me see if I can find some Sonny and Cher stuff for the video time machine. I'm going to have to get a new paper for the video time machine, a new form, because this all down here is just RIPs. Those just the obituaries down there. And a few suggestions on things to put in the video time machine. So, yeah, ask me how many albums I have from Sonny and Cher. Let me go count. I'll be right back. Let me do this first. There we go. So you don't have to see my ass. So, including this Sonny and Cher album here, there's 9 that are Sonny and Cher down in the S's. Now up in Cher, just Cher, I have 8 alone. They made a lot of records. And it's not like I went out and bought these records. Well, I did, but I didn't know what I was buying. I just bought a giant lot of records, right? The price was unbelievable. They must have been thinking 10 cents a record, or a penny a record, or because I picked up several thousand LPs and 45s and 78s and paraphernalia and box sets of things for like a couple of $100, right? And I was just amazed. I couldn't get the stuff away from there quick enough, thinking that they would change their mind, right? So the record for the day is the two of us, Sonny and Cher, and I believe this one seems to me like okay, side 1 and 2 of this album were originally issued titled Look at Us, with the exception of Baby Don't Go, which was released on Reprise. Side 3 and side 4 were originally issued in Case You're in Love. So these are 2 albums put together in one collection. So it's kind of a best of. And I haven't found a year. I haven't found a year yet, have I? No, I haven't. Stop it. Stop it. My audio keeps jacking with me. So there you go. there is Sonny and Cher, the two of us. The radio show for the day is Sherlock Holmes. That's what we got going on today, Sherlock Holmes. So at some point we're going to listen to some Sherlock Holmes. I need some coffee here. I need a bong hit. Anybody out there want a bong hit? Coffee? Coffee, anyone? It's about time to heat that up. Let me do that. Let me heat up my coffee, and then we'll do a bong hit, and then we're going to talk, because I got lots to talk about, as usual. Talk. So I've always been kind of a creature of habit, and I really see that in my daughter. She's a real creature of habit. She has certain things that she wants done certain ways, and I guess it's just an hereditary trait, some idiosyncrasy that's just kind of passed down. But it's nothing that I've cultivated in her. It's just something that she's become, much like me in that way. But being a creature of habit, I never really had any daily food routines or rituals, right? And now I have that. I have become a creature of habit in my nutritional world, I guess. Not exactly perfect, but I do like to have the same thing every day for breakfast. And when I make it, it's not just comfort food, but it's a comfort moment, right, where I can have my OCD take over, and I can get my measuring cup, and my little measuring bowl, and my spoon, and my pot, and my spatula, and my milk, and my cereal, and my cereal bar, the honey, the salt, the butter, get everything set there, like a TV show, like a cooking show, right? And then every morning do everything the same way and have that little ritual, that little routine. And it's become real important, and the whole act of making breakfast and sitting down and eating it has become a huge part of my morning. As well, the evening ritual, the evening routine, same thing. I like to have a tall, ice-cold glass of milk before I go to bed. Along with that, I like to have a piece of cake or a muffin or some coffee cake or something, right? Something nice, not too sweet, but a little sweet. And a big glass of milk. And I love it ice cold. I can't drink milk anything other than ice cold. It has to be ice cold. So I'll put a nice big tall glass, empty, into the freezer. And I'll leave it in there for about 10 or 15 minutes, get it ice cold. I don't want it to be stay in there and be frosty, right? That's too much. It's just got to be ice cold. So when I pour the milk in, the milk gets colder, and I pour the milk in after it's cold and set it back in the freezer for another 10 minutes. And now the edges of the milk that touch the glass are now a little frosty, Not ice, not solid, but just a little frosty. And I'll put that in there, and then I'll wait another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'll get my slice of cake or a muffin or something, and then sit down. And the dogs love this ritual. They're like, ooh, we get a little nibble. So I have these two food rituals, one in the morning and one at night. Now, during the day, I'm completely lost. I'm completely lost. I never know what to eat. I never know when to eat it. I'm never hungry when I should be. I'm always starving at the wrong time. And it's a bummer. I'm going out today with so last night my wife, we went out and we got a few things at the store. I got some more fresh milk and some fresh lemonade. And she made, at home, she made a coffee cake. A real nice, deep, dense, heavy coffee cake from a box. And it was awesome. I had a big giant piece of that and a big giant tall glass of milk. It's making me hungry just thinking about it. I was almost tempted this morning to go in there and grab a piece and bring it out here and have it with coffee, but it'll throw off my whole breakfast routine. And I love that I have a breakfast routine, because growing up I never had a breakfast routine, and I never had a late night before I go to bed eating routine, right? I usually woke up hungry, spent most of the day hungry, and then went to sleep hungry at night, and I'd eat once or twice during the day, right? That was my childhood. Now, the first meal of the day and the last are my most important, because I get to go to sleep after I eat dessert. And starting the day with a real breakfast is real important. It's really, really important. And I never had that growing up, so that's pretty cool, and I wouldn't pass that up for anything right now. Actually eating breakfast every day at a reasonable time. Reasonably the same time every day. Usually about between 7 and 10 I eat breakfast. Hopefully it doesn't go past that, or that I'm having breakfast at lunchtime. That does happen. Most days I only have one good meal in the middle of the day. I have a little breakfast and I have a little dessert. And then maybe one, or probably one, but maybe two meals in the middle of the day. I just can't do more than that, right? My daughter's like, "You're malnourished." I said, I can't eat any more than that. It's just blah, 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 blah. As a kid, I was malnourished. I'm finding that as an adult, I'm finding you don't need to eat a whole lot of food, right? You just don't. Unless you're going to go out and put out a lot of energy and do stuff, you don't need to eat a lot of food. The more I do, the more I eat, or at least the more I try to eat. Look, I got a bong hit here. All right, somebody out there, cover me. I'm going in. I'm going to put this here because it looks empty. And I gotta put something there. There we go. Live chat. And there it is. All right. Anywho, going for a drive today. In a few minutes, we're going to put on some Sherlock Holmes in the background. And, because I promised. So there you go. Tomorrow we're going to unbox a CB player. I mean a CB radio. A CB, Citizens Band Radio. Breaker 109. This is the wily rabbit coming to you. Whatever. It should be interesting. I do want to interface this. I want to work this into my van. My van has got a real nice dash and console. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to slacken up some of the wood paneling, because it's got this really nice decorative, really thick, heavy-duty wood work in the van. So I think I'm going to loosen up some of it and slip a metal bracket up behind stuff and then tighten it back up so that stuff is in there, and a little metal bracket with a little lip so that it, once it's tightened back up there, it can't move it anywhere. It can't budge. You can't hit the brakes and then it's going to slip out and hit the windshield, right? I want to make it so that it's up where it should be in the van. CB radio and an 8-track player right up here. And then interface those in with my speakers in the regular stereo. I don't know how. A toggle switch from this system to that system, right? Now the speakers all work on this system. Okay, flip the toggle, now they all work on this system. That would be nice. So I'm gonna have to get with somebody who knows sound, somebody who knows old sound. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bring in a power line like I used to, right from the battery, a power line coming in up under the dashboard, and then run it up the side and put it up where it needs to be. And just like that. Now one of the CB radios actually has a box. It's an in-dash stereo, but it comes with a box, a wooden console, so that you can put it on your table and use it. I have several different models of 8-track player, so it's going to be finding the right one that works, and then take that and the CB radio and bring power up to it and interface it with the frickin' stereo, the speakers that are there. I could do a separate speaker system for the CB radio. That would be no problem. I want the 8-track player to use the speakers that are in the van, because there's a lot of them and they're bodacious. So I don't know how. I just don't bloody well know how. So because of that one reason there, this may never happen, or I may just have to go with separate speakers, right? Now I had an idea of building a center console on the floor in my van, right? Something that was portable, something that I could pull out easily, just disconnect a couple of power cables and a couple of speaker wires, right? And just have jacks on them, so I could just disconnect it and pull this whole unit out. And in that unit, put the CB radio, put the 8-track player, put a couple of speakers, put a crow's nest for the dog with a little front guard on it, so if I hit the brakes, they just hit pillow, right? Something like that. So I thought about building that out of wood and then staining and varnishing it so that it looks very similar to what's in there. That takes up the center between the front seats, and I don't like that. I like the idea of the dog having a crow's nest to hang out in, but other than that, it's just too much. So I think I'm going to really try to work on making some kind of metal brackets that mount up in behind the wood in the front of the van. I think that'd be neat. And once we take a look at that CB radio, and I bring in a couple of my portable jobbers, that'll be pretty cool. That'll be. But I do have one that it's made for a car. It's about this wide, about a foot wide, and it's a couple of feet long, and it lays down between the two front seats in the car. It's got a pocket with a top for 8 tracks to go in, and then it's got an 8-track radio built up, and it's just a really neat looking center console model built on its own little console, and you just take it and set it in there and plug it in, right? And I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. So I could do something like that and rework the components, right? I believe it comes with its own speaker too. I've got a couple of little small dashboard speakers that are really, really small, and I could mount those up as well and mount the CB radio into those. So now I can just hear it through these speakers here, and then wire the other stereo into the speakers. And I think what I could do is probably just have it so that while one stereo is on, the other one is off. And if you turn this stereo off and then turn this one on, you hear that through the speakers. And I might be able to do that and not lose any quality. So we'll see. We shall see. In about 10 minutes or so, I think we'll put on Sherlock Holmes and listen to that while we're jabber-jawing here. I'm really getting excited about my own music, and this is not fake excitement. This is not me trying to pretend to be excited like with the reunion party thing. That aside from meeting some great new people, and one of my oldest and dearest friends showing up, and getting to finally see a couple of those people that live down there. Mostly it was a dud. The party was a dud. But because of before mentioned people, it was perfect for me. It was perfect. It was a handful of people. Only the people that I really, really wanted to see were there. It was kind of a bummer that nobody took part in the activities that I had created for the event, but that's okay. At some point I have to remove that stuff from my channel, and I'm just going to take all of those videos and privatize them, and then that's that. At some point I might talk to some of the people who were involved this year and ask them if they want to get together next year, which means that next year I go down with my guitar and my van, and that's it. No hoopla. Just me and a campfire and a guitar in the van. That's it. Nothing fancy. I did fancy, and it was fun. It was fun for me. I wish more people had gotten into it. Oh well. You live, you learn. I'll never do that again. I won't. So many people get me excited about doing something for so many people, and then get the shine from so many people. Yeah. So there you go. For whatever reasons, it's just kind of ridiculous. So, and I won't get invited to these parties, so I had to make one. Which, because I made it, it was a dud. The guy who doesn't get invited has a party, invites everybody, and nobody comes. It was literally a half a dozen people. At one time, I think it was just over a half dozen people sitting around a fire. And that was it. That was the big that was the big moment. So, it is what it is. I guess that's just who I am, lonely guy. Alone again, naturally. It's kind of funny that the only thing that I've ever really been good at, right? The only reason I've ever had to get up at 4 in the morning every day. And I don't get paid for it. This is non-profit. There's no money involved. The money involved is what I spend to make this happen, right? And I'm really good at it. Maybe not content-wise, but technically I can put on a pretty good show. So I think what I'm going to do is leave this show just as it is, because it's more of a personal daily diary, if you will, right? But I think I'm going to add a little something, do a live hosting of kind of a variety, kind of a video time machine, smaller version, and do that on Saturdays. I'm going to try. Sundays is looking a lot easier, because Sundays at 7, everybody here's still asleep. I can do 7 to 9 and not really have to worry about a lot of noise happening in the house. And I think if I'm able to do Sundays from 7 to 9 at about 8 a.m., I should be able to find people to come on my show via a video chat, right? Nothing fancy. We get on Facebook Messenger. I call you up into a video chat from my computer, and you're live. And that's it. We talk, and you give me whatever it is that you want to share with the world, and we do just that. We present it to the world. Music, poetry, acting, whatever, magic, whatever people want to do. Come on the show, bring me yourself, and I'll share you on Sunday morning. And then what I'll try to do is I'll try to line up the week ahead of that to kind of correspond with whatever it is we're doing on Sunday. And then just line up a different guest every Sunday. Which means that I would have to go after like no less than a half a dozen people and ask them to be on the show, but pick a Sunday that's going to work, right? I just need you for about a half an hour on a Sunday morning before the day gets rolling, right? And it's not like this early show. It's later in the day, and I think that would work. I hope that would work. And I just want to get different people on the show, different people that I know, different walks of life, and get them on to talk about the things that interest them, basically. Because we do that every day with me. So it would be nice to get some of the people, some of the irregulars, some of my friends, some of the kind of local celebrities that I know, and do something along those lines. Let's see, I am going to go over here to the tuber and go to Sherlock Holmes, because Sherlock Holmes is there. So I am going to bring Sherlock Holmes, the dying detective, and bring him to this channel. And there we are. I'm going to make this public. So now it can be visible. And publish. There it is. And we can then view this, and then of course, because it's public now, you can y'alls can view it too. Ain't that cool? And it's just your regular video of Sherlock Holmes. Oh, wait. I gotta pause it, turn the volume on, and start it over. And there we go. Totally, so there it is, it's
Kreml
playing.
Hair Tonic and Kreml Shampoo present the new adventures of Sherlock Holmes, starring Nigel Bruce as Dr. Watson and Tom Conway as Sherlock Holmes.
There we go. Hey.
Now, once again, we find ourselves in Dr. Watson's
So,
comfortable book-lined
this is the
study.
new adventures. The original adventures of Sherlock Holmes began with Basil Rathbone as Sherlock Holmes and Nigel Bruce
Thank you.
as Dr.
It
Watson.
isn't often you find such a perfect combination as this.
It's not
Cozy
that.
room, cheerful fire,
Basil
comfortable
Rathbone
armchair,
continued on
not
with
to
the
mention an
movies,
expert
and
storyteller.
Nigel Bruce stayed with the show, and they just
A setup
swapped
like this
out
takes your mind
Holmes.
off your worries and troubles.
So
So
there
don't
you
be
go.
surprised if
And
I
as
just sit
usual,
back
it's
and relax
hosted
and
by
carry on.
a guy who sits down with Dr. Watson and prompts him into telling us a story.
Most of our great men of affairs
So-
have been addicted to them, you know.
And of course, then
Presidents,
he hawks
prime
his
ministers,
wares
scientists, and businessmen.
because he's
And
the
the Sherlock
host.
Holmes adventures still head the list of all detective stories. What's it going to be tonight?
Well, tonight,
Yeah.
as I said last week, I'm going to tell you about the greatest shock that Sherlock Holmes ever gave.
The greatest shock. It must have been some voltage.
There was one incarnation of this show that they did these
Well-groomed
suits.
hair helps so much in giving
Right,
a man
suits
that
for men.
prosperous, clean-cut appearance.
Uh,
And I'm sure you'll be interested to hear why
Not
Kreml Hair Tonic
Wanamaker,
is
but
preferred among America's
something, one of those
top flight
weird
executives
names
by
suits.
men at the top. Kreml never plasters the hair down with sticky glue
Kreml.
that makes your hair and scalp feel so dirty. It never gives hair that old-fashioned, greasy,
I'll
patent
stick to
leather.
pomade.
You see, Kreml is a very highly specialized
Kreml,
hair
is that
tonic.
you talking about?
It contains
Krusty
a unique
Krem-
and utterly
Krusty
different
Kreml?
combination of hair grooming ingredients
Totally.
that's never
That's
been
what it looks like
duplicated in
later,
any
like
other
Krusty
hair tonic.
Kreml.
That's why
I
Kreml
hate
keeps unruly hair so neatly in
Let me
place
heat up a
longer,
coffee.
with such a handsome, healthy-looking luster. What I especially like about Kreml is that after you use it, you can run your hand back over your hair and your hair never feels sticky or dirty. No greasy film comes off on your hand or your hatband. Yet Kreml keeps hair in perfect order from morning till night, looking so healthy and handsome. Kreml, Kreml Hair Tonic. Now, Dr. Watson, how about the greatest shock Sherlock Holmes ever gave you?
Well, it's in the second year of my married life. I haven't seen Holmes for almost a month due to having successfully resumed my medical practice. And one day I received an urgent note from Mrs. Hudson.
Mrs. Hudson, she was Holmes' landlady in Baker Street.
She certainly was, and a long-suffering woman she was, too. Why she stood for Holmes, I never could fathom. His habits were calculated to try the patience of a saint. He was easily the worst tenant in London, and yet Mrs. Hudson adored him.
The case of the king can do no wrong.
I have to listen
and
to
yet
it
she
through
stood in the
these.
deepest awe of him and never dared interfere, however dangerous his proceedings might seem. So you can imagine my feelings when our note said that Mr. Holmes was in a dreadful state, and she considered it
A
serious enough
dreadful
to disobey his
state.
commands. and to
Where's
send
that,
for her.
Arizona?
Well, I searched my
Texas.
hat for medical case and set out for Baker Street post.
Sorry, Texans.
A terrified Mrs. Hudson greeted me
Arizonians.
on the doorstep, her face stained with tears.
But I never
Oh,
much
Dr.
liked it
Watson,
down there.
Thank God you got my note. Come in, sir, come in.
Well, Mrs. Hudson, what's up? What's happened to Mr. Holmes?
Oh, Dr. Watson, it's terrible. Just to see him lying there like that. I can't stand it
Is he
any
doped
longer.
up?
He's breaking my
No,
heart.
no, Mrs. Hudson.
He's
This won't
just
do,
done a
you know.
couple
Pull
of
yourself
shots.
together. What's the matter with Mr. Holmes?
He's dying.
What?
Yes, sir. For 3 days he's been sinking. Hasn't taken a mouthful of food.
Damn it.
I doubt if
He's
he'll last a
dying.
day out.
Well, why didn't you send for me before?
He wouldn't let me. Oh, you know what he's like, Dr. Watson,
You
when
know
he's
what
got
he's
his mind
like.
set against
Yes,
anything.
indeed I do.
But this morning, when I went in and saw him there, his bones sticking out of his face,
Bones.
his great eyes all bright with fever, and his lips with that awful crust on them.
Crust,
My hands
those crusty
twitching and
creams.
twitching. I couldn't stand it any longer.
He was eating those crusty
I
crumbles
couldn't stand
again.
by and watch him die, could I? I thought to myself,
could.
orders or no, I'm sending for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I should hope so.
So I said to him, but Mr. Holmes, this is an extremity. He didn't say anything. I don't think he even heard me, Doctor. He's
Heard.
out of his head most of the time, croaking and moaning to himself. Oh, Dr. Watson, it's a pitiful sight. Poor Mr. Holmes.
No. Perhaps it's not as bad as you think. I pray heaven it's not. Well, I'll go up and see what's to be done.
Well,
Oh, yes,
I'll go
sir.
with you.
But I'm afraid he's not long for this world.
Not
Poor
long.
Mr.
Now,
Holmes.
Mrs. Hudson, you pull yourself together. He mustn't know how you feel about him. It'd upset him. He hates to be pitied.
Hates,
I'd better go in
hates to be
alone.
fidgeted.
Yes,
Holmes. I
Holmes.
say Holmes.
Holmes.
I doubt
Go
if he can do
away,
anything.
Watson.
You better go right in.
Very well.
Leave.
Oh,
Oh my God, it reeks in here.
heavens. He is sick.
Oh, Dr.
Boy,
Watson, you
now
must
I'm
save
sick.
him.
Mrs. Hudson, you stay outside.
It reeks of heroin and feces.
Holmes. Holmes, old fellow, it's me. Eh? Holmes, it's me, Watson. Don't you know me?
Watson? Watson? Oh, yes. I seem to remember. Watson, of course. So she sent for you after all. I wondered how long she could hold out.
Holmes. My poor fellow.
Yes, we seem to have fallen on evil days. Hey, Watson? Never thought you'd see me in this shape, did you? Oh, I forbear at your funeral, and now look at me.
It's all right, old chap. We'll fix you up. Have you about again in no time. Just let me take your pulse.
Stand back, Watson, stand back. If you value your life, don't touch me.
But why?
Because I was wishes. Isn't that enough?
Well, I only wanted to help.
Then do as I say. I know what's wrong with me. I'm the only man in London who does it. It's a terrible disease. Contagious. Contagious. By touch. So keep your distance or you'll catch it too.
Great heavens, Holmes, do you suppose that matters to me at a time like this? It wouldn't affect me in the case of a stranger. Do you imagine it prevent me from doing my duty to my best friend?
Stand back, Watson. It's out of your power. You can do nothing.
Stand back, Watson.
You stand where you are. I'll talk. You mustn't excite me. It might be fatal.
Very well. I must, but what is this sickness?
A colic disease from Sumatra. Only a few men understand it. I contracted
I have
it
the
down on
uncontrollable urge to fan dance.
Doing some recent research
Oh my
down there.
God.
Had a medical criminal
You
aspect.
too?
Very interesting, Watson. Very interesting. Asiatic diseases, Asiatic cruise, strange pathological causes. But water doesn't run uphill. It's a funny day, Watson.
Yeah.
Water, you can't write in water. I tried, but you can't.
Holmes, you're not yourself. A sick man is like a child. You could be master elsewhere, but when it comes to the sick room, it's time for me to take charge. I'm going to examine your symptoms and treat you.
Stop it. If I'm going to have a doctor, at least get me one I can trust.
Holmes, don't you trust me?
As a friend, certainly, but facts are facts. You're just a general practitioner. Not very much knowledge or experience, and very often muddled. Yes, decidedly muddled.
This guy's
Holmes,
whining
that
is
remark is
driving me
unworthy of you.
nuts.
It shows the state of your nerves.
Very well.
I'll give you a state of my
What do you know about
nerves.
Tapanuli fever? Or the Black Formosa
That would be
corruption?
what?
Well,
Missouri?
never heard of either of them.
You see?
Very well, let me call in Dr.
Bedlam?
Ainstree. He's the greatest living authority on tropical diseases. And he happens to be in
Bedlam.
London now. I can get him here inside half an hour if you'll just...
Half an hour.
No, I won't have him. I won't have him. I'm the one
Damn
who's
it.
sick. I'll be cured my way or not at
Yeah.
all.
I think he's
That's
lying.
all
Now he's just not just lying in bed. He's lying to
Yeah.
Watson.
I'm exhausted. I wonder how battery feels when it pours electricity into a non-conductor.
Holmes,
Totally.
you're wondering
I
again.
think I'm gonna have to come
Let
up
me
with
at
a
least pour
side
you a glass
job,
of water.
some way
What
to
a
make a
mess
little
this
extra
table's
money.
in.
Don't want water. Give me the moon.
Hello? What's this curious little ivory box. I've never seen that before.
Don't touch it, Watson. Don't touch it.
But Holmes...
It's mine. I won't have it touched. Give it to me. Handle it with tongs. Like this. That's it. It's mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
Holmes, get back into bed this instant. And give me that box.
No, you
Yeah.
can't have it. It's mine. I'm going to take it to bed.
Mine.
It's mine. It's my own little ivory box. Nobody shall take it from me.
Very well.
Very well.
Keep covered up. That's better. You'll kill yourself if you're uncareful.
Well,
Watson.
maybe I
Watson.
want to.
Yes?
Have you any change in your pocket?
Yes?
Does it go
Any
jing-a-ling-a-ling?
silver?
A good deal.
How many half-crowns?
Of course, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 5.
What are you,
Not
gambling?
enough, Watson, not enough. However, they'll have to do. Place them in your watch pocket, Watson.
Very well.
What?
Now, put the rest of your money in your left-hand trousers pocket. Thank you.
Yes, but why?
It will balance you so much better that way.
Jeez.
Holmes, this is the end. You're wondering.
You're
You're
a
delirious.
freak. You
I'm going to
freak.
get Ains still, or the man you mentioned. I don't care which.
Very well. If you must, let it be
Balance.
Mr. Culverton Smith.
Culverton Smith? I never heard of him.
Possibly not, Watson. It may surprise you to know that the only man on earth who understands this disease isn't a medical man. He's a planter.
Planter?
Yes,
Planter?
a millionaire rubber planter. An outbreak of this malady on his plantation in Sumatra caused him to study the disease.
Ah.
He's now in London.
Good. What's his address?
13 Lower Burke Street.
13 Lower Burke Street. Very well. I'll fetch him at once.
I warn you, he may not come. There's no good feeling between us. His nephew died, you see, Watson. I had suspicions of foul play. I told his uncle so. The boy died horribly. You must soften him, Watson. Describe my condition. Beg him. Pray him. Get in here by any means. He's the only one who can save me. You will bring him to me, Watson.
Don't worry, old fella. I'll bring him
Maybe.
here. Have to
If
knock
you
him
stop
unconscious
whining.
to do it.
No, you must persuade him to come.
Persuade
But be
him.
sure to return ahead of him. Not with him, Watson. Ahead of him, you understand?
Very well.
It's vital, Watson.
Watson's
Vital.
gonna gaffle this guy up and
One thing more.
Yes?
I'm worried about
Cuff him.
Masters, Watson.
What?
They're
cuff
so
him on
wild.
the back of the
They're
head.
so prolific. Pretty soon the world will be overrun by oysters.
Totally.
Holmes, you're off
Already.
again.
Where was I? Strange how the brain controls the brain.
So this is on my
You're
channel
here,
if you'd like to listen to it without my
I thought you'd
commentary.
gone long ago.
I'm going at once. I'll be back in no time.
Yeah,
If
no
you want
time.
anything, ring
What
for
does that?
Mrs.
What does
Hudson.
that mean?
Then
No
the
time.
ocean will be overrun with
does that
millions
mean?
of them, millions of oysters.
Nonetheless,
Dr.
I'll be
Watson,
back
how
in
is he?
no time.
Here's Mr. Lestrade of Scotland Yard. He dropped in to inquire about Mr. Holmes.
Hello, Dr. Watson. How do things stand?
Well,
How's the old boy?
the
He's a
old
very sick
boy.
man, I'm
Why do
afraid,
they keep
Lestrade.
calling him an old boy and old
yes,
man
yes, I
and
heard
stuff?
some rumor to that effect.
Lestrade, you're a cold
They're all the same fucking age.
Possibly. But I think I'll stay around until you return. How about a dish of tea in the back parlor?
Oh,
Hey,
Jesus.
Mrs. Hudson.
Now he wants to
Oh,
get
you.
drunk.
Speaking of tea at a time like this, I'm
bastard.
ashamed of you. With Mr.
Ashamed,
Holmes lying
ashamed.
upstairs, practically on his deathbed.
Practically.
All right, I'll bring you a cup.
I'll
But
bring
I
you
hope it
damn
chokes
tea.
you, that I...
Jeez, she's kind of vicious, huh? Arp. Arp. No, really.
Nine, 11,
11,
13.
13.
Here we are.
Ah. Oh,
Suppose he's not at home. He must
I
be.
suppose
He
he's
must
not.
be.
Yes, sir?
Is Mr. Culverton Smith in?
Yes, sir.
Will you take my card in to him at once and tell him it's urgent?
Yes, sir, but he's in his study working.
Well,
He don't like to be
But
disturbed.
it's a matter of life and death, don't you understand? I must see him. Here. Perhaps this will help.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you,
I'll
sir.
do my best. Will you step inside, sir? I won't be a minute.
oh, sure.
A gentleman to see you, Mr. Smith, sir. Says it's urgent.
Who is he? What does he want?
Here's his card, sir.
Watson? Dr.
Watson?
Watson? I don't know him.
Tell
How
him.
often have I told you, Staples, I'm not to be disturbed
Send him
when
away.
I'm working in my study?
But he says he must see you.
It's a matter of life and death, he says.
Tell him to go to blazes. I'm not at home. I won't see him.
Blazes.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, but
perhaps.
you must, sir. It can't wait. I won't leave until I've told you the
What's
whole...
this? What's the meaning of this intrusion? I said tomorrow, didn't I?
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, but I'm seeing you now. It's about Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes, did you say?
Yes, I've just come from him.
Bitch.
Well, what about Holmes?
He's desperately ill, dying. That's why I've come to you.
Holmes dying? Oh, dear.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear it. I only know him through some business dealings, of course, but I have a great respect for his talents and his character. You see, he is an amateur of crime, as I am of disease. For him, the villain. For me, the microbe. Yes, I believe my offenders are even more deadly than his.
Mr. Smith, it was because of your special knowledge of Eastern diseases that Sherlock Holmes has sent for you.
Eastern diseases? Eastern diseases, dear me. Don't tell me that he's contracted some Oriental disease.
Yes, Mr. Smith. He's been making some professional inquiries on the docks, working among the Oriental sailors.
Oh,
He's
so that's
dancing
it.
around dressed up like a geisha.
Dear, I
You
trust
gotta
the
fix
matter's
him.
not as grave as you suppose. How long has he been ill?
About 3 days.
Delirious?
Yes, from time to time.
Oh, dear me, this does sound
He
serious.
keeps asking for
Yes,
rice
it would
wine
be
and
inhuman not to go
opium.
to his aid, wouldn't it? The case is certainly exceptional. I'll come with you at once, Dr. Watson.
With me, well, you see that, well, I'm afraid I can't return with you, sir. I have some other appointments, patients that I must see. I'll see you later.
Oh, yes, I quite understand. I'll go alone. Oh, yes, that would be better in any case. We must avoid too much excitement, too many people. Yes, Dr. Watson, you can rely on my being with Mr. Holmes within half an hour.
Half an hour. Why didn't Watson go with him? What's he up to? His other patients? His other patients be damned.
In just a moment, we'll return to
it's
Sherlock
Holmes.
Holmes and find out if Mr. Culverton Smith is able to cure the detective's strange malady.
I don't know.
First, more and more men today are beginning to realize they should take better care of the hair they've got.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want your hair to look healthy and handsome, you need a hygienic scalp.
A
So why settle
hygienic
for just
scalp.
any hairdressing when you can enjoy the extra advantages of Kreml hair tonic?
Kreml?
Kreml contains a special combination of hair grooming ingredients which is found in no other hair tonic. This highly specialized hair tonic keeps dry, stubborn hair neatly in
tonic.
place all day long.
You could see Watson
and always
uses
gives it
it.
such a natural,
See,
well-groomed
now he's
appearance.
gone bald.
Never sticky
Looks
or
like
greasy. But men, Kreml does lots
looks
more
like somebody
than keep
did
hair
a
looking
burnout on
handsome.
his head.
A quick massage with Kreml stimulates circulation right in the surface of the scalp,
Sheesh.
leaving your scalp feeling so alive, so invigorating. At the same time, Kreml removes loose dandruff. It's excellent to
Loose
lubricate a dry scalp.
dander up.
And if your hair is so dry that it breaks and falls when you comb it,
Oh,
remember
fakes
Kreml
and
actually
brawls,
helps
fakes and
condition the
brawls.
hair, in that it makes it feel softer, more pliable. So men, buy a bottle of Kreml at any
Yeah,
drugstore.
do it, just
Ask
do
for
it.
an application at your barber shop. Use Kreml to keep your scalp more
Ask for an
hygienic.
application
Your hair
at your
always
barber
looking its
shop.
very best.
Not, here, fill this out and you can have some, like an apply some
Kreml hair tonic.
at the barber shop. That kind of application, right? You mean like an app? Yeah. Get the Kreml
Well,
app.
Dr. Watson, I see what you meant by the greatest shock Sherlock Holmes ever gave you. And I can hardly wait to hear the rest of the story.
Yeah.
What happened after you'd seen Mr. Culverton?
Well, I
Smith?
hurried back to Baker Street as fast as I could, just as Holmes had instructed me to. Mrs. Hudson met me at the door.
His is Mudson.
Any change, Mrs. Hudson? Has anything happened while I was gone?
No, Dr. Watson. He
No.
called me in to light the gas a few
No,
minutes
Dr.
ago.
Watson.
He wanted the tap full. He says it hurts his eyes.
How did he look?
Oh, a little better, I should say.
A little
He's awful
better.
weak, but he's not delirious anymore.
Good,
Not
good. Where's
delirious.
Lestrade?
Oh, he's about somewhere, down in the kitchen, annoying the cook most likely.
Oh.
I never did see such a man for eating.
Heartless brute. Well,
Brute.
I'll go up to Mr. Holmes.
I think he's there for a reason. I think everything is happening for a reason here.
Here I am, Holmes.
Did you see him?
Yes, he's coming.
Admirable, Watson.
Admirable.
Admirable. I knew I could count on you. What did you tell him?
I told him about the sailors in the East End and that you were delirious.
Quite right.
Quite,
Yes.
quite
You
right.
can now disappear from the scene.
What? I'll do no such thing. I'm going to wait and hear his opinion.
So you shall, Watson, so you shall, but not where he can see you. There's no hiding place in the room except the space behind the head of my bed. Suppose you crawl in there.
Crawl in there.
Crawl?
Watson, I'm a sick man.
What
I'm
am I, a
human.
cat?
It's got to be behind the bed on the floor. I don't want you discussing the case over my dead, my inert body.
Oh.
You can hear what he says perfectly from your hiding place. And there he is now.
Yeah, get in there.
What's it to be, Watson?
And don't
behind
meow.
the bed or out of the room?
Oh, very well, if you insist. I'll wedge myself in there.
Well, damn it.
Not
Damn it,
much room
Holmes.
in here.
Quick, Watson, quick as you love me.
Get in there.
Tight fit, I can't.
Squeeze your fat ass in there.
Don't speak. Don't move. Whatever
Shut
happens,
the
don't
hell
touch.
up.
Just listen. Listen to every word.
Listen.
Don't move. Don't move.
It's a gentleman by the name of Smith, Mr. Holmes. He says you sent for him.
It's all right. I understand the case. You can leave us.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh.
So there you are, my fine fellow. Pretty bad fix, eh?
Oh,
Holmes. Holmes, can you hear me? It's me, Smith.
you. I hardly dared hope you'd come.
I should think not. But here I am.
Here I am.
Coals of fire, Holmes, huh? Coals of fire.
Very good. Very noble of you. You're
Very good, very good.
the only man who can save me.
You realize that, eh?
Huh?
Do you know what is the matter with you?
The same thing that killed your nephew.
Yes, dear Victor. He was dead on the 4th day. Strong, hearty fellow he was, too. Surprising that you should both contract such a strange, out-of-the-way disease in the heart of London.
Yeah?
A disease, too, of which I had made a special study.
Oh,
Very
shit.
smart of you to notice that in Victor's case, but rather uncharitable to suggest that it was cause and effect.
Oh, I knew that you did it.
Oh, you did you? Well, you can't prove it. You've got a fine nerve, spreading reports like that about me, and then crawling to me for help when you're in trouble.
Don't hold it against me. Let bygones be bygones. I'll put it out my head. Oh, John, I'll forget.
Forget what?
About Victor Savage's death. You've as good as admitted it, but I'll forget it. I swear I will.
It'll make little difference whether you forget or remember. You'll never see the inside of a witness box. Oh, no, quite another shaped box, my dear Holmes, I assure you. I'm not interested in my nephew anymore. It's you I'm after. So, you think you contracted this disease among the sailors, eh?
That's the only way I can account for
And
it.
you think you have brains. Consider yourself smart, don't you? Well, I'm smarter than you are, Mr. Holmes. Think back. Think back. Can't you remember any other way you could have got this thing?
I can't think. My mind's gone. For heaven's sake, help me.
Yes, I'm going to help you. I want you to understand how this happened to you. I want you to know before you die.
Oh, terrible. Give me something to stop the pain.
Now it's painful, eh? Yes, the natives used to do some squealing toward the end. Now listen, can't you remember any unusual incident in your life just before your symptoms began?
No, nothing.
Something came by post. Remember that?
I'm too sick to remember.
Then I'll help you. You hear me? You shall hear me.
Yes, Oh, the pain, it's killing
You
me.
remember a box? A little ivory box. It came by post on Wednesday. Do you remember?
Yes, it had a spring inside. I cut myself. It's true blood. It was a joke.
That was no joke, you fool. That spring was covered with the germs of this disease.
Ah.
Who asked you to cross my path? You've got what was coming to you. I sent that box, and it has killed you.
I remember. The box, the little ivory box. There it is on the table.
So it is. Yes, by George, the very one. Well, it may as well leave the room in my pocket. Here, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Ow.
Here goes your last shred of evidence.
You can have it, only save me. Save me.
Now, at last, you know the truth. You know I've killed you. You knew so much about the fate of Victor Savage that I've sent you to share it.
Now what you going to do?
Do, Mr. Sherlock Holmes? Why, now I shall sit here and watch you die.
I can hardly see the light. Turn up the gas.
The shadows begin to fall, do they? Very well. I'll turn it up so that I may see you better. There.
Huh?
And now, is there any other little service I can do for you, my friend?
Yes, you can give me a match and a cigarette.
You... What's the meaning of this? You're not sick? You've been malingering. You're not sick at all.
Not sick, just weak. Yes, the best way to act a part is to be it. I give you my word that for 3 days I haven't touched food, drink, nor tobacco. It has been rather irksome. Ah, yes. Here is a cigarette. Ah, that's better. Very much better.
I hope it chokes you. I've a mind to do it myself.
Not so vindictive, my dear Mr. Smith. I fancy I hear Lestrade's step on the stair. When you turned off the light, that was his signal to come and get you.
Where you...
Come in, Lestrade, come in.
Oh, you've trapped him, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, here's your man. You can arrest him.
On what charge, may I ask?
The murder of one Victor Savage.
And the attempted murder of one Sherlock Holmes. Take him away, Lestrade. Take him away.
Oh, no, you don't. I'll knock your head in.
Look out, Lestrade.
It's all right, Mr. Holmes. I've got the handcuffs on him.
A nice trap this is, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. It'll bring you to the dock, not me. You asked me to come here to cure you. I was sorry for you, so I came, and now you make charges against me. Insane charges for which you have no proof. My word is as good as yours, Holmes. Remember that?
Good heavens, I'd totally forgotten. My dear Watson, 1,000 apologies. You can come out now.
About time, too. I'm just about numb, crouching behind there all this time.
Mr. Smith, allow me to present my witness, Dr. Watson. I'm sure he found your conversation most enlightening.
Most.
Well, that settles that. Come on, you. Keep moving.
Well,
Watson's a
you're pulling my
respected
leg.
witness.
the spring didn't really prick you, did it, Holmes?
No. Well, you see, my dear Watson, a thing you have to understand is that neither you nor Mrs. Hudson are particularly convincing when it comes to acting. So it was necessary to impress you with the reality of my condition in order to obtain results.
There you go.
And then, you may believe that I pooh-poohed your professional ability, but you can put that down as a part of the delirium. I have the highest regard for your talents, both as a doctor and as an historian.
Oh, now you're pulling my leg.
Well.
Look here. You didn't, as I said, really get pricked with that spring, did you?
Oh, certainly not. I always handle strange packages with suspicion.
Well, what I want to know is how you managed to assume that ghastly appearance.
3 days of fasting does not improve anyone's beauty, Watson. For the rest, a bit of Vaseline on the forehead, belladonna in the eye, rouge on the cheekbones, and a crust of beeswax on the lips all produce a rather satisfactory effect. Only, I couldn't afford to let you get too good a look at it.
Or take your pulse and temperature.
Quite. And now, if you will tell Mrs. Hudson that her invalid has recovered sufficiently to desire a large steak with plenty of fried onions.
Sheesh.
Ah, I've been promising it to myself for hours.
And let's see. There you go. That was Sherlock Holmes, The Dying Detective. You can listen to the entire episode uninterrupted by me anytime you like. It's on my channel. It is public. Go ahead and check it out. There you have it. There it is, right there in front of you. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, that's what. So, hey there, hi there, who there, how you doing there? I'm here, I'm weird, get used to it. This is a part 2 of the show because, of course, this morning we had technical difficulties. Pardon. So we had to reboot and come back. For some reason, my Wi-Fi decided to start acting up and being stupid. So there you go. There you have it. There it is, right there in front of you. I'm not sure if I'm alone, or if there's somebody out there, or if the the live viewer count is just me. It could be just me. I do have the show running on 2 different places right now, so there you go. Anywho, today is University Day. Today I go take my daughter back down to campus for a couple of hours, and then we come back. We do this twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays, which is really cool. We get to spend a little time together, hang out, do some stuff. Every once in a while she wants to go to the mall. or go to an electronics store or something. So it's our daddy-daughter time. We get to go hang out. Every once in a while we'll try to drag Mom along with us, but she's like, nah, I don't want to go. So usually it's just me hanging out in the car, reading, listening to a radio show, or quite often taking a nap, because I am famous for an afternoon nap. If she were there longer, I would definitely be napping. At this point, it's all I can do to keep from napping. Mainly just being uncomfortable in the front seat is enough to do that. When I was there waiting for her to do 2 classes twice a week, I had about 3 or 4 hours to myself, and I could just lay in the back of the car, flip the seats down, throw out a cushion, and just lay in the back of the car. Sometimes I'd actually get a nap. I don't have time to do that, so I'm going to take a nap this morning after I have some breakfast, and get up, have a shower, and have energy to do something with my daughter at some point after class. She might just want to come right home, but she might want to go out and do something. You never know. I'm kind of good either way. I know I do have obligations for my channel. I do have to get this video time machine done. I'm limited on space, so what I may have to do is just put my channel on hiatus as far as uploads until I can handle this. And I think the way I'm going to have to handle it is just put some feelers out for some side work, right? And try to bring in a little side cash to take care of this problem without having to interfere with the household budget. Because this is all extra. It's not like, oh, if I put some money into this, I'm going to make more. It's not like that. I put more money into this, and I just lose that money. So I try not to put a whole lot of money into this. But hard drive space, I need hard drive space. I do. Need to get some musical instruments back from the tech, and some other stuff I need to take care of. So it looks like I'm going to have to come up with a little side work. I hate to do it because I don't have the physical energy and the desire to go out and actually work anymore. It just hurts too much. And I don't eat enough to have that kind of energy. So it's going to kind of be hard to figure out what exactly is going to be the side job to bring in that extra money. But, there you go. I do have a lot of tools, and I do have a lot of knowledge. So if I could, I don't really want to sell off any of my stuff yet. I want to get more fixed up so that when I do go down to sell stuff, it's worth more. It's top of the line stuff. The reason I brought all of this crap home was to fix it up and make it worth way more than it was when I brought it home. And I think that's my goal with all of this stuff, is to bring it out, get it up and running and refurbished, and then put it on a shelf with a price, or in a box, and say, okay, this is ready to sell, it's complete. I even printed out a manual, the works. So I'm going to be doing that kind of stuff. and trying to come up with an inventory so that when I do take my van down and set up some tables and share my stuff with the world, there's a lot more than just a couple of items. And they're not like old beat up 8-tracks and stuff that don't work, because that's what I do. I go out and I find that stuff, $5 here, a couple of bucks there, bring it home, and then turn it into, you know, $100 here, $500 there. So I want to have a large selection of stuff. So there you go. We don't have a swap meet anymore. It got closed. The people couldn't afford the lawsuit from somebody in a wheelchair who sent private investigators around to photograph places where handicapped people can't go. And it was a sad situation because it was all a lawsuit, private detective scam thing that really sucked, because all they had to do was, you know, call the people and say, look, I'm handicapped. Could you make the place accessible? And they would have accommodated them. And no, they just all of a sudden showed up with $1 million lawsuit, and they had to close down and sell the place just to take care of the lawsuit, right? And it was easier to do that than to try to comply and deal with the lawsuit, because basically the people just wanted money. They just wanted money. They didn't want access. They just wanted money, and not having access gave them the ability to go after money. And that was the whole bummer, was that it wasn't about being handicapped. It was about using that as a reason to go after the money. Because the community would have rallied together to save the swap meet had it not just been about that, right? Local contractors would have gotten together and set up forums and created pathways and sidewalks and parking and all of that. But that, you know, what are you going to do? It would have been so easy using some of the local talent to create a place where everybody could come, right? And it wasn't that bad, you know. I mean, I saw people there all the time in wheelchairs and scooters and shit. So it was just about the money. And it was sad, because those people they weren't even from the area, you know, and they never showed up. It was all about private investigators and photographs and proof and bullshit, politics. Yeah. Alright, doing this bong hit, going in, cover me. We're just about getting close to wrapping it up, because I got a busy day, so I can't stay here all morning. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays I can stay longer, but not today. Yep. So the word is that Thursday we are going to be trying to get back on board with the Minecrafting. So hopefully by Thursday I'll know, and then over the weekend I can plan to come back with live Minecrafting Monday. In lieu of old-time radio shows and educational films being loaded up onto the channel every week after next week, there's nothing. After next week, I got nothing. I haven't created anything because I don't have the hard drive space to store it, and I don't want to delete old stuff. That's just not me. I'm a collector, not a deleter, not a seller. So, yeah, it's gonna be, I think the new content is going to be some more live, because the live is saved on YouTube, and I don't have to worry about it I'd like to have it here, but in lieu of having any space, I'll just do a little bit more live stuff. I'm going to have to try to shuffle some things around, but it's hard to do that when I'm just so limited in space right now. So, and the files that I have are just knee deep. I mean, I'm talking, you know, terabytes of stuff in one file. Yeah. So I don't know where I'm going to get the space to do anything. I keep looking around to see how long it's going to take me to get to where I could load up the van full of enough stuff and go down once a week and set up. And even if I had to pay somebody $20 to be there for the day, I need to know that I can earn way more than that just being there for an afternoon. Go down in the morning, set up, and stay there until, you know, until I just can't take it anymore. And do it on a weekend where we've got a lot of people in town. This weekend is a holiday, and I'm just not set up. I'm just not ready. And I'm not willing to cut loose with stuff because this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. I haven't looked at that. None of these tapes are... I can't do that. Everything needs to be, this works perfect. These tapes are ready to play. These are like new. This is cleaned and refurbished. It needs to be that so that I can ask for a decent amount of money and get it, you know. So let's take a look at the TV Guide, 1976, and let's look at a Wednesday evening, right? Wednesday evening on September 1st, 1976, so we're moving into September here. Let's see, do we got something? We got August? Let's do this one because it's August. We're still in August. So let me go to Wednesday, August 17, 1977, right? And Hollywood Squares, Charo, George Gobel, Gabriel Kaplan, Paul Lynn, Connie Stevens, McLean Stevenson, Nancy Walker, Damone Wilson, and Jonathan Winters. This sounds like yesterday's. It does. Let's see, 8 o'clock, 8 is enough. Grizzly Adams, Search for the Nile, Good Times, Decades of Decision, Luce Libre, and then at 8:30, Bustin' Loose. Adam Arkin. Wow. At 9, Charlie's Angels. CPO Sharky, that was one of my father's favorite shows that we watched together at this time. We would have been living in Fallbrook, California, and he would have been attending University California, San Diego. Theater in America also at 9, as well as the Magnificent 7 ride. Low budget 1972. Yeah. Stephanie Powers, Marriott Hartley, Lee Van Cleef. James B. Sicking, William Lucking, nice. Calicax, Jack Carter, TV producer. That sounds horrible. At 10 o'clock, Beretta. Tales of the Unexpected. Austin City Limits, the dirt band, the Nitty Gritty dirt band. All right. Formerly the Nitty Gritty dirt band. Let's see, what else do we have? Fernwood Tonight, Love American Style. Later on we have Rookies, Johnny Carson with guest host John Davidson again. Cancel My Reservation, Bob Hope, Eva Marie Saint. Mystery of the Week at 12:40. And 1 a.m. we have Tomorrow as Tom Snyder. And he's discussing Scientology. And this is from 1977. And at this point, they started branching out with Scientology with their books on Dianetics, the self-help books. So that was from 1977 in August. We're going to do some more of that tomorrow. And I think one of the things that I'd really like to get into on Sunday is every Sunday bring you this week in history. I think that would be fun. And then try to dig up elements that have to do with those. So I could spend a morning grabbing some things, putting them into a file, shuffling them over, and bringing them up as we're discussing them. The different events in history. And I could do, 30 minutes of that. I could do a recap of the morning show and discuss a few things that we discussed then in a little greater detail. And then for the second hour of the show, bring someone on and have an opportunity to talk to someone about their stuff. Burp. Pardon-moi. Burp. I just had the alarm tell me that it was time to wake up my wife, but I don't think it is. I don't think she's got anything going on this morning. But I'll be done here in another 15 minutes, and then I can ask her. And once again, I'm getting done on time today at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here, because I'm going to university with my daughter again, as I will be doing all this fall until the first of the year. This will be my schedule. Mondays and Wednesdays going down to university, and it's about a 3.5, 4 hour day, going down there, doing the class, doing a couple of things on the way back, and then coming home. So it's about 3.5, 4 hours twice a week that I get to go and hang out with my daughter. If I could go to class with her, that would be even better, right? And then I could have that university experience, because I shared this same thing with my father. I got to go to college and university with him, and now I get to kind of help my daughter with that same experience, and that's fun. It's cool. It's cute, man. I don't think we're going to be doing any music today. I've been doing it in the evenings and playing my guitar and stuff. So, and having my teeth in and singing, and I'm getting used to that. So I'm going to stick with that. At some point I will be doing some music live on the show. And as soon as I get some more hard drive, I'm going to start bringing more of my own music videos, my original content, back to the show. I think the channel is in for a change. So we'll see how that change happens. Which means we may just be moving away from the old-time radio and the Ed films, because we have so many videos on the channel right now. I'm upwards of almost 1900 videos on my channel, and I do 5 shows a week, so that's 5 live shows. If I go to 7 live shows a week in the mornings, and then do my live show in the evening on Monday, and then maybe even add nighttime nonsense and nostalgia again on an odd day, right? That would still keep my weekly video count going up. So there you go. And then create some original content, because that's where I really shine. That's what I love to do, is make original stuff. Original. So I gotta put on the old thinking cap, bust out the drawing board, and put some ideas together for stuff. I'd love to have a setup in my van that was really easily live somewhere, and it just might be I just set up my phone and go live from my phone, or go live from do a live recording from my phone and then upload that so that I've got it saved, right? The only thing is I run into the same problem, lack of space to store this stuff. And I could cloud a lot of this stuff, but then I don't have it. I put it on YouTube, I don't have it. It's not here, it's not mine, I don't own it. I need to physically possess the things that I've created. And at this point, I've created a lot of live stuff that I don't physically possess here at home. It's on YouTube, and that bugs me. So if I could get all of that brought home, download it, and bring it home, that would mean a lot to me. So that no matter what happens on YouTube, I'm still good. I still got it, right? It's still here. I can do stuff with it. I need to have it stored in more than one place to feel comfortable with its safety, right? I'm going to take this book, 1984, again. I read a little bit of the introduction, not the introduction, but the first chapter, and yeah, I'm going to have to take that and actually give it a try. I can't promise to myself that I'm going to do it today. But because reading kind of makes me a little sleepy. If I can get a good nap this morning, then more than likely I'll be able to dig through a couple of chapters of that. It's in I looked, it's in 3 parts, and it's pretty evenly balanced. The parts are just about the same size-ish. So I know that once I get into something, like this, getting into a book, it's kind of slow going at first, and then about halfway through the book I kick it into gear, and I'm like, all right, I gotta read more, and then I'm reading every day until I get done with it. But usually it takes a little while to get rolling, and then after that, if I jump right into another book, then I can just start chewing on it. Big chunks. Twirly. There's this nice park near the university campus that I go to park at, because paying for parking at the campus is just unheard of. It's like over $100 a semester. And that's just not right? It's just not. So I drop her off. I don't park there. I go across the street, and there's a nice little community park where you can park there for like 3 hours at a time. And there's a lot of grass and shade, and not much shade where the parking is. And there's not much parking. One time I was there, and I pulled stuff all around me in the windows and made it dark in the back of the car, put the back seat down, and put a mattress in there, and I just laid in there. Because that was one of the things that I did when taking my daughter down every day. So I'm in the back, napped out, and I get up. My alarm tells me get up, clean everything up, and go. I get out to go take a leak at the bathroom at the park, and I'm surrounded by cars, even in front of me, too deep, right? Parked. I'm parked like this, and there's a car parked in front of me, and then there's a car parked in front of that one, right? And it's so I had to get people to move, So I walked over to the bathroom to take a leak. A guy was coming out, and I said, "Hey, man, anybody know?" And he went over and got the guy, and it was like, but it was a party for a company, you know. And it was at lunchtime. It's like, okay, we're going to take an extra lunch, and we're going to have a company party, and everybody gets shirts, and we're going to do photos, and one of those things. And that was cool. And they didn't hold me up. But that was weird to wake up completely surrounded. Totally. Let's see, it's just about time to wrap it up here. Let's see, so tomorrow we are going to be looking at a CB radio, a Citizens Band radio. I was given one a couple of weekends ago by a new friend, along with a whole bunch of 8-tracks and an 8-track player. And we're going to look at that 8-track player next week. We're going to open it up and play with it and see if we can't get it to work. And but tomorrow we get to unbox this thing because it's still in its box. It's still wrapped up. Looks like it was barely used, if at all. And then on Friday we're going to talk about growing up a nomad. Cars, tents, motorhomes, and vans. That was my life. We very seldom, as a child, my family very seldom lived in an actual dwelling, an actual house, or even mobile home. Most of the time it was a vehicle or some kind of camping structure, a tent, a trailer, motorhome, sometimes just a sleeping bag if I was lucky. So that'll be Friday, and that'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget to check out the 4 o'clock movie every day this week and every day next week. And I haven't loaded them up yet. But next week will be the last week of educational films and the last week of old-time radio for a while. Because I just don't have space to make anymore. And until I figure out where to put stuff digitally, I have to stop production. So I'm going to be making a promo for that, and that'll be on my channel for a while everything is just kind of in limbo until I get that the recorded content, the recorded videos, that kind of stuff. That's going to be done for a while, and it may be done permanently if I switch gears and come back with other stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. This video time machine is going to be the last for a little while. And we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see until I can come up with a little side work to inject a little money into this channel. It's just going to have to wait. So, the channel is not monetized. It's a non-profit channel. I do all of this with my own resources and donations from people who are like-minded, right? And usually they donate stuff, which is really cool because I'm into stuff, old stuff. It don't pay the bills, but you know, it pays into my soul. So there you go. Musically, we're going to be doing more stuff musically on the channel. But until then, we're just going to have to keep muddling along with what we got. I can't do any extension of my channel until I get my hard drive, external hard drive situation. It would be nice that if I had kind of like a sugar mama, a sugar daddy, who could say, well, I got resources. I'm gonna send this guy an external hard drive. Here's an 8 gigabyte external hard drive, bud. Put it to good use. Because boy, would I. But I don't. And I don't condone soliciting for that kind of stuff, you know. I wouldn't turn it down if someone gifted it to me, but I don't condone going after people, soliciting people. I tried to do that, and I felt very uncomfortable. I tried to do that with the whole reunion thing, to get people involved and to get donations and to pull in some money, and I just felt really weird about that. So I gave that up. All right, people, it is time for me to hit the road, because everything ends. And just like that, today's show is ended. So please tune in tomorrow for another episode of Mornings with Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy. And you know what to do, people, right? You know what to do. As usual, be kind to each other, spread peace and love, not bullshit, right? Do something nice for yourself, but do something for somebody else too. Why? Because you can. It'll make you feel good, make them feel good, make the world a better place, make you a better person, right? Take care of each other out there, all right? Most especially, stay weird, because if you ain't weird, ain't nobody gonna be weird for you. You gotta put in the effort, you gotta do the work. Staying weird is a lot of work, right? Go out there and be kind. Spread peace and love. Smile at people. People will think you're weird, right? Especially if they notice, because they're probably buried in their phones, right? So bump into somebody and say, "Oh, pardon me, excuse me, hi, how are you?" Don't apologize. Don't say, "I'm sorry." Just say, "Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. How are you? My name is Michael. Would you like to be my friend?" All right, people. You know, be nice. That's all it takes. Just be nice. All right. Love you, people. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. And adios.